Today is Wednesday. I was inspired to do a video about kidneys. 4 reasons. Number one, this woman next to me said, let's do a video about kidneys because we were talking about it yesterday. The reason why we were talking about it yesterday was because the lady came in today, or a few days ago, with 37% kidney failure. I said, that calls for doing some research. Number two, the next day another lady came in whose husband had a kidney failure 20 years ago, came to me, we changed his diet, and then he got an operation. He's fine now. The fourth reason, we have a young man sitting in front of me who had kidney problems. So I figured that's the time to do a report about kidneys. But first, what is a kidney? Okay, young lady. This is from Chinese medicine, Kidney Meridians. Okay, you want to say something?
The kidneys are under the dome of the diaphragm and are protected by the ribs. They rest against the back muscles in the upper abdomen.
They rest against the back muscles. So that means that the kidney is swollen. You know what that means to you? Back pain. If you have back pain, kidneys are swollen. Good.
The basic functioning unit of the kidney is a tiny coiled tube called the nephron.
Nephron.
I'll read that. The basic functioning unit of the kidney is a tiny coiled tube called a nephron.
So your whole kidneys is based on a tiny coiled tube called nephron. It's this big. It's this big. So your whole body is based on something this big. Boggles my mind. Good.
The nephron filters waste material, useful material, and water from the blood.
It filters water and useful material from the blood.
And waste material.
And waste material. And waste material. Question is, what is a waste material? Waste material is something called acid waste. Acid waste is anything that's not fruits and vegetables and cooked. Hard to believe, but true. Good.
Most of the water, along with the useful material, is reabsorbed by the blood.
Reabsorbed by the blood, so the kidney filters it out and goes through your system again.
The rest of the water and waste products are collected and passed down the ureters to the bladder.
To the bladder. So if your bladder is infected, it's called bladder infection. Bladder infection.
The kidneys filter about 50 gallons of blood per hour.
This little coil filters 50 gallons of blood per hour. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
This little coil. It never stops working. So your whole basis for feeling good, feeling bad, is based on a little coil. A little coil this big, called a nephron. Good. That's hard to believe.
The three main functions of the kidney
3 functions.
are excretion of wastes,
Excretion of waste through the bladder.
mainly urea, salts from the blood, and salts from the blood plasma.
Mainly urea and salts from the blood. Urea, it could be called uric acid.
Oh, is that why people get kidney stones?
That's why people get kidney stones.
Because they have urea and then they have to have calcium to
neutralize it.
Yeah.
It's called protein-induced hypercalciuria. So if your kidneys, and by the way, someone has kidney failure, it'll show up very easily. Underneath the eyes, it looks like black. Wrist problems, low back pain.
Oh my God, my lower back.
Low back pain shows up in your hair loss, shows up in your ankles, shows up in the bottom of your feet. That's kidney problems. Because it can't do more than 50 gallons per hour, this little coil. Boggles my mind.
Because it's like, oh, there's too much.
Too much. And if you can't get rid of it.
Oh, let's get back. This is too sad.
Good.
We have to keep her happy.
Good.
So, The kidneys have several. Maintaining the water balance.
Maintain the water balance.
Function number 2. That's function number.
One second. Maintain the water balance means if you have too much salt in the system. Remember I said about ankles? Swollen ankles, swollen wrists, swollen face. Body has to protect itself with water.
The third function of the kidneys is maintaining the acid-base balance.
Acid-base balance.
So it excretes waste. It maintains water balance, and it maintains the acid-base balance.
The reason why it has to maintain the acid-waste stuff has to be 7.4 at all times. If it goes to 7.35, you die. So kidneys have to work boom, boom, boom.
And they have calcium complementing the uric acid.
They have calcium. That's because of the uric acid, calcium uric crystals.
Kidneys have several functions in Chinese medicine. They store qi.
They store qi.
For the entire body. What's qi?
Qi is like the energetic vibration of your soul.
They produce reproductive energy.
Reproductive. You gotta have reproductive energy. If you have low reproductive energy, means your qi is low, your kidneys are low.
Your kidneys are low, and your qi is
qi
like,
is low.
Where the F should I go?
Mm-hmm.
And because I want to be in the kidneys.
You want to be in the
and
kidneys.
They're too busy out. The Chinese medicine says they also contribute to the nutrients of the fetus.
Nutrients of the fetus. So you gotta have a good fetus. That's what it does. In order to have a healthy baby, you need a healthy body.
And to keep the body's temperature under control.
Which means if you have a fever, it means your kidneys are on overload. If you have any symptoms of excretion, cold, cough, sneezing, your body is trying to get rid of it.
All life processes are closely related to the kidneys. ... The kidneys are also associated with the bones, marrow, brain, adrenal glands, and parathyroids. That means they're closely associated with the bones, the marrow, the brain, the adrenal glands, and the parathyroids, which are all over the body. Lethargy or a general lack of energy can indicate an imbalance of the kidney meridian. This is a sheet of the kidney meridian. The kidney meridian starts up by the collarbones, in between the collarbones on the chest. The key point's kidney 27. Then they go down the front of the body and down the inside of the leg by the calf muscles, where Charlie horses can happen, and then they go down into the ankle and do a little dance around, and then they go down into the bottom of the foot, and so that's the kidney meridians. I think we might have to stop the video now, but Arnold, are you coming back?
Come back. So it's easy to see if someone has kidney issues. Number one, look at their eyes. Is it darkness? A lot of times, major illness is seizures, kidney overload, low back pain, kidney overload, Charlie horses, kidney overload, swelling of the ankles and feet, kidney overload. Symptoms that are caused by flu-like symptoms are kidney overload. Body's trying to get rid of it.
Like chills from the kidney area?
Chills, boom, boom, fever, boom. The body's trying to help you. Honor it, love it. The body does not make mistakes.
And keep your socks on if you're cold.
Socks on are important. Okay, bye.